Okay, so I just wanted to do a quick video about my hair. Like y'all care, right? But I care because I'm really proud of it because I did it myself randomly and I really love it. And it's like a huge change from what my hair has looked like forever. Like I've had it basically just long and wavy, no bangs, like for the longest time. I mean, probably about 2 or 3 years, and it was blonde, like this color, kind of. Well, I changed the color around several times, but anyway, this is what it was before, this light blonde color. And the past a couple weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago or something, I got some red hair dye. I used Manic Panic. I forgot which color I used. I'll have to look later. But anyway, I decided I wanted to dye put some red in my hair. And so I put like a few like little red things underneath, and that was like a couple weeks ago, and I really liked it, and I was like, I want more red. And so then I decided to do all this, and but this was before I cut it though. And I actually wanted to eventually dye all of my hair red, but um, I wanted to just do it a little bit at a time first so people wouldn't like freak out and be like, oh my gosh, you dyed your hair red. So I dyed it basically twice so far. I did a little bit of red at the bottom, and then I added more in the next week. And then I was planning to just go ahead with all of my hair next, but the last time I dyed it, like to where it is, how it is right now, I decided that I really liked having some blonde on top because it blends, and I really like the effect that it has with the blonde and the red and the dark underneath. And actually I used the same color red. Like you can kind of tell this layer is a brighter red than down here. But I used the same color red on all of it, but this is darker because I had um, the bottom of my hair was brown before, and this part was blonde underneath, so that's why this turned out brighter. But I kind of like it being different colors. It like fades and blends really nicely, and so I really like it. And I decided I liked having the blonde on top for now, so I'm gonna leave some blonde up there for now. I may eventually end up dyeing all of it red. I don't know, but I'm just in love with the red right now. And so that's what I did with the red. And then a couple days after that, I was like, you know, I need more layers in my hair. And so I know whenever I go to the hair place, none of them ever cut my hair right how I want them to. And so I watched a ton of videos on YouTube about how to cut layers and everything. I mean, I'm not a professional at all by anything. I've never cut my hair before by myself. And so I just watched a bunch of YouTube videos, and then I was feeling really brave, and I started like chopping away. And I didn't really take any of the length off. Like this is as long as it was. I just added like a freaking ton of layers. Like you can't even see them all, but there's like a ton around my face, but it's kind of straightened a little bit right now. So they're hard to tell, but it's curling up some too because it was raining today. Of course, whenever I straighten my hair, it rains. Um, and so, but yeah, when it's curly, like there's a ton of layers, and it's awesome, and I love it. And so yeah, I got really brave, and I got super short layers, like see like right here, and they basically just come down. The shortest ones are my bangs, and they just kind of taper off around my face, and then there's some short ones. Like honestly, I think it's almost like a mullet, except not quite that bad because it's not quite as short in the back, but it's like, I really love it. It's kind of like grungy, kind of Joan Jett, I don't know, 70s, 80s looking, I don't know. But I just really like it. Um, and I was really super scared to do bangs because I haven't had bangs since like ninth grade. So 10, 11, 12, like 6 years, and they were never even straight across bangs. They were like the side swoop bangs, and I wasn't really sure if I liked them, so I let them grow out because they annoyed me. And so I haven't even had bangs in forever, and I've never had a straight across bangs since I was like 5. So I was really nervous about that. But I figured, I'll just go with it. If it's bad, whatever. I don't know. I really didn't even care today. It was really weird. I just started chopping my hair away, which I normally would never have done. But I really like it, and I would probably cut my own hair from now on. And I know it's really different, so a lot of people that know me are probably thinking that's really weird because it's not like me at all, like the style or what they think is me. So, but I really like it, and that's all that really matters. It's kind of weird having to train my bangs, though, on this side to be straight, because before I didn't have bangs, so they were all just, it parted on the side, and yeah. But I really like it. I got it, like, the bottom layer is a little bit thin. I mean, I wanted them super thin, but I got them a little thinner than I wanted, but it's okay, because I'm planning to get hair extensions if my mom will freaking put the money on my account, but that's a whole nother story. But I'm planning to get those soon, and I just really love it because my hair was so super thick before, and it was annoying, it was hard to deal with, and now, especially with all these layers in it, and I like thinned it out a lot, it's so thin, but it doesn't look that thin, so it's like, it's amazing. It's so much easier to brush out, it doesn't take near as long to straighten, I can just straighten it in a few minutes. Before it would take me like an hour because it was so long and so thick. It's a lot faster to wash in the shower. I love it. I love it. I love it. And it's amazing. And I love the red in it. The red is going to be kind of hard to deal with because I've researched a lot about red hair, and it's hard to keep the red to stay in your hair, but that's okay because I really love it, and it'll give me something to do. Like, I don't have enough to do already. But, yeah, I really love the red, and I may actually end up eventually dyeing all the top of it red, but for now I kind of like the blonde on top, but I really love it. So, you can look in my previous videos about how my hair was. That's basically how it's looked for forever. But yeah. I don't suggest you cutting your hair yourself because I was lucky and it turned out okay how I wanted it, but it could have just as easily turned out a disaster. And so, yeah. But, I mean, if you want to cut your hair yourself, just look up like a ton of tutorials on YouTube about how to layer, how to cut your hair, stuff like that, because that's what I did. I just watched a ton of videos of people, how they cut their hair and everything. And then also go really slow at it. Like, this took me about 4 hours just because I was being so cautious, like, only cutting a little bit at a time. Like, I started out, like, my hair was, like, the longest layers before were, like, way down here. And so, or the shortest ones were, like, way down here. And, I was, like, really scared I was going to get it cut off way too much. So I just cut, like, a few little short layers, and I kept getting them, then I would go shorter and shorter, and when I would get it all done, and I'd be like, okay, I can go shorter, and I just cut off, like, a teensy bit at a time all the way around until I got it where I wanted it, so that way, if I wouldn't be as, it wouldn't be as easy to get it too short on accident, Like, I'm saying, like, if I were to take this piece and just, like, I'm thinking I want short layers and cut it off way up here, and then you're like, whoa, that's way too much, it's too late. So basically, if you're going to cut your hair yourself, look up the instruction videos or whatever, and then just cut off, like, a little bit at a time, see how you like it. If you want more, then cut off a little bit more, like, just go slow. So that's what I did. And then, especially if you have long hair like I did, like really long, thick hair, like you've got a lot to work with, so just pay attention to what you're doing, and if you're starting to think that you're messing it up a little, just stop and go to a professional and they can fix it into some kind of hairstyle that still looks okay. But, I mean, if you're not paying attention to what you're doing and you just cut off short layers and don't pay attention, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, I'm bald, then it's too late. So, cut off short, tiny layer, like, little bits at a time, and look at it and make sure it looks okay so you can realize if you're making it look bad and you can stop and fix it. So, but yeah, basically that's it. So I'll go now. Bye!